This episode is sponsored by no one. We still don't have any sponsors.
We do it for free.
We do it for free. Can you believe that, folks?
For love of the game.
For love of the game. Actually, you know what? We are sponsored by grass.
Oh.
Not the weed grass, but actually like lawn grass.
Mm-hmm. Not a great benefits package.
No. But helps the environment by producing oxygen so we can breathe. And looks nice in the summer.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway, this week Titanfall celebrates a milestone, which is its year anniversary. And they're giving away all the DLC for free. So if you haven't picked up this game, get it now. You can get it cheap at GameStop or Best Buy, or maybe find a loose disc at a pawn shop for super cheap. That's how Brad picked up his copy.
Heck yes.
And then download the DLC. It's all free and will be indefinitely because 1 year anniversary, right?
And they announced number 2.
They did. They announced number 2, which is called Titanfall 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, there will be breakdancing robots as well as Michael Bay in this next sequel.
And you get to shoot Michael Bay.
Repeatedly.
Also, Titanfall 2 will be multi-platform, so all the PS4 diehards will be able to pick it up as well. I am one of those that got a PS4 first, and then also play on the Xbox One. So I can play Titanfall, so not a bad choice.
Will it also be for the PC Master Race or just consoles?
I'm pretty sure it will be because they released the first one on PC.
Might as well. Cool. So I'm rocking the car SMG. What's your loadout, Brad?
R97 SMG.
Not bad, not
bad. But
bad.
on Frontier Defense, I should have switched to Smart Pistol because they're all grunts and specters. Except for the Titans.
Yep, it's a great way to level up the Smart Pistol.
Why don't you just call it a map? Why is it the mini map?
Well, it's a mini map, Brad. But I guess you don't exactly have a larger map view, do you?
Yeah, it's not like there's another map. Oh, the mini map. Okay, let's get some.
What if we had an even smaller map? Would that be the micro map then? And people would have to check the micro map?
That is a good question. I am unsure.
Definitely a good corner to get your running kills.
Oh, what the?
Suicide Spectres.
Suicide Spectre. I'm such a loser. I always feel so dumb when I die by a Spectre. Even though they're harder in this mode, but still feel dumb.
And a hack-a-dack. Oh, those are Suicide Spectres. I don't know what I was trying to do. Definitely going to activate my Urban Renewal card, which score hits on Spectres earns XP and reduces build time.
Ooh, smart.
Harvester shield's absorbing damage. Clear out whatever's damaging it. Call it when ready.
Ooh, this is my first time using the Wingman, and I gotta say, not as big as a kickback as I thought it would be. Oh! I thought I was gonna die there.
Harvester shield is recharged. Don't let the IMC damage it.
All clear, team. The harvester hardly took any
I'm gonna put my
damage at
turret
all.
inside
Great
this
job.
building.
So what do you think the Harvester's harvesting?
Got a turret available.
Souls.
Put it someplace where it's reducing damage.
Yep. Commonly
No,
found on other planets.
Yeah.
Is there a campfire nearby?
Fire team, there's another wave
It's
on the way.
taking energy and brain power from residents.
From the Earth Spirit. The
Yes,
planet Spirit.
from Gaia
Yep.
in Final Fantasy. Not Advent. Oh yeah, was it Advent? No. What was the Final Fantasy movie that came out years and years and years ago that you and I saw when we were in high school? Final Fantasy Spirit Within? Was that the one? Oh, this is terrible. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was Spirit Within, wasn't it?
I purged it from my memory.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I really enjoyed the troop mechanics.
Wait, you're talking about the game or the movie?
The movie.
Okay.
Not Final Fantasy Advent Children, which was the movie of Final Fantasy VII, but the actual, yeah, I think it was Final Fantasy The Spirit Within was the movie, and then Final Fantasy Advent Children was the moderately successful sequel to Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, maybe. Animated video game movies are just not spectacular. I have to say my favorite was the Dead Space animated movie. Have you seen that one?
I saw a little of it.
It was pretty good.
What? Can you not hack the sniper specters? Apparently not.
Can get shot. What's going on?
I don't know.
How come
I'm
no one's
just
taking care of these Titans?
doing absolutely terrible this map.
Oh, those are the mortar guys, aren't they? That are raining down.
Look, you can hack them. I don't know why.
Okay, let's go find some mortars.
I'm surprised our team hasn't quit yet. We are just absolutely terrible at this game.
Well, being a man, it's very hard for me to multitask. Trying to think of like awesome things to talk about and play this well. I'm just sucky at life. Oh,
Well,
you should throw
it's
up
hard
your
to be
screen?
perfect, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new Titan.
So I work at a doctor's office, and there was this old guy that said,
Wait, you mean you don't work for YouTube full time?
well, yeah, I just work for a doctor's office for fun, and YouTube's my serious job.
Right.
That's like, you know, it's so horrible. I have to work for YouTube. Just do the doctor's office for fun. Anyway, there's this old guy, and he's talking like he had really bad diabetes. He's doing really bad.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. He definitely looked like he had diabetes. So,
This isn't going to violate HIPAA, is it?
no, I'm not mentioning his name.
Could you mention what his name rhymes with?
No, absolutely not. Anyway, he was talking about how bad his diabetes was, and then that it got better because he switched to a woman doctor. And he was like, that just women are just better for this kind of medical care. They just get something in their head and they just go until it's taken care of. I said, well, it's complimentary, but it's still offensive, I feel. It's just a really weird thing to say. Well, that's just a good doctor. Yeah.
Did she like massage the diabetes out of him?
Maybe that's why he loved it. But
And
I don't
the
think
male
there's
doctor
any
just wouldn't
voodoo.
massage it enough.
No voodoo curse or massage, sensual massage that can get the diabetes out. Just exercising, and sometimes it's uncontrollable still, but yeah.
So what causes diabetes?
Your
It's
body's not able to process sugar properly anymore.
Now that is a terrible thing. I hope my body always processes sugar,
Yep.
because sugar is amazing.
Well, some people, the sugar just doesn't go away. But the insulin, your body just gives up on making insulin because you're so sugared out. Yeah. It's,
So you're saying there is too much of a good thing then?
well, absolutely. Because sugar's not very good for you to start with.
No, that's not what the sugar producers tell me.
That's true.
I'm
Unless
pretty
it's made of
sure-
corn. If it's sugar made from corn, then it's magic. And it makes you all better. Just kidding. Not a medical professional.
But if you were, you would recommend that everyone has their daily cup of sugar.
Absolutely not. We get enough as it is without trying to have more.
We've got a pilot down.
Oh man. We're doing awesome.
Well, I took out a couple. Oop, that is not going to be a good place.
Harvester health is at 50%. Pilot, you've got
These nukes are going to blow everything up.
They're gonna kill our harvester.
Yep. Oh, my turret got destroyed. No.
Oh, we have turrets.
I know, I was like, whoa, how did I get a...
Should have been using those.
How did I get a turret?
Team, we just lost the pilot out there.
Oh
Let's
man.
go. Take it out, team.
Yeah, it'll be one of those stupid snipers.
Team, protect the harvester while the shield recharges.
I like how it gives you multiple chances. Like, you lose stars, but
That's how it's done, team.
like these modes sometimes take a while to get put together, and so it's nice that you can just stay in the mode until you finish it.
Very true.
I really like Titanfall because the design is all centered on player accessibility.
Heads up,
You
team.
know, it's
More
not like,
contacts
well,
on the
this
way.
only looks cool. It's like they really thought
This time
about
they're sending in the Titans. Get ready to take them down.
what the player would want.
I'm gonna have to like hide my turrets so they don't get destroyed really easily. Hide them behind billboards and no, get off this damn Titan. Get on my Titan.
Get on my Titan.
That's the best pickup line ever. How's that working out for you?
Super good. Oh, lame.
Did you get shot?
Yes, I did.
Did you get shot in the buttocks?
In the buttocks. Let's go, Titan.
Nuke, nuke, nuke.
We've got a pilot down. Short-handed for a moment.
Can be slightly disorienting now, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Pilot down. Heads up, team. You're gonna be short-handed for a moment.
So, I am hosting a 90s party today. Patrick is coming
That's
over.
right. Where it's going to be pretty much nothing but Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana all day long, right?
Bad shape, pilot.
Well, just
Protect
movies.
or we'll have to abort the mission.
So, yes, I did grow up in Seattle, so those are all, you know, like my lullabies from my childhood.
Well, speaking of 90s, did you know that the cold case for Kurt Cobain is being opened this year?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, dang those snipers. Oh, actually, that was a quad rocket. Yeah, so they're going to reopen Kurt Cobain's cold case, even though people say that there's no reason to do it. I disagree. I think the placement of his body and the lack of blood when they found him is suspicious. So it would be really interesting to see if they are able to dig anything up.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that Courtney Love is crazy.
Is she?
Pretty crazy. Yep.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy is Courtney Love?
She is Britney Spears shaped head phase crazy.
Constantly. Oh, don't die, come on, come on.
Pilots, got infantry all around the harvester.
Holy
Got
crap,
here
the
now.
harvester is not doing so hot.
Inbound, team.
I know, I'm just on the ground so they have something to shoot at other than the harvester.
Way
Like,
to-
don't hit it, don't hit it.
Way to sacrifice body and soul.
Oh, there's a Titan next to it.
Recharging, guys. Keep it
Oh, there's not.
protected.
Oh, maybe I'm confused. I'm really confused. I had a little bit too much grass before we played.
Well, they are our sponsor.
Lost a pilot out there.
Respect.
What would it be like if lawns didn't have grass? It'd be like we would live in Arizona constantly.
Yep. Man, I am sucking.
The harvester
Oh, I blew
shield's
myself
taking
up.
some hits. Go take care of it.
Nice move. Finish the job.
Man.
Pilots, we lost the harvester. The IMC got the better of it this time.
Yep, we are doing not so hot.
That's okay. It's a tricky map.
Let's try that again, guys. I'm
At least we
gonna
get to
reset the
try
harvester.
again. Yeah!
Titans,
Oh, so we're doing a 90s party today.
Right, doing the 90s party
Movies.
with
We'll be watching Independence Day, Hook, and Jurassic Park.
I have never seen Hook.
Really?
Never seen Hook.
Oh my gosh.
Robin Williams,
Yep.
rest in peace.
Yep.
Got it. Stand by for Titanfall.
Featuring special cameos by Glenn Close
got another wave
as
of
a
IMC
male
warping in.
pirate,
As he should be.
and George Lucas and
Get
Carrie
Last
Fisher
chance we've got.
as people on a
This
bridge.
one, it's game over.
Carrie Fisher's on it? Or in it?
Yeah.
Well, she's on the bridge while being in the movie.
Yeah, so they're under an
Grammatically
umbrella
correct.
as
Nailed
Tinkerbell
it.
flies by and they start to kind of like float in the air by the bridge.
Okay, your Titan's prepped for launch.
You don't really see them that well, but it is Carrie Fisher and George Lucas, which is
Well, there
pretty
you go.
crazy.
George Lucas directed Hook, did he not?
I'm not sure. He was involved in some way. He might have been a producer. Don't know who directed it. Could be him.
Warning, another Titan is attacking you. Warning, recommend reach
Oh, crap.
Warning, threat level high.
Don't die. Before my damage goes off.
Warning, core reactor overload. Eject.
I'm going to eject.
Team, protect the harvester while the shield
Good
recharges.
call.
Now I'm going to eject. My kill. That's probably the best part of Titanfall is when you can steal other people's kills with nuclear ejection.
Live off the prosperity of others. It's the capitalist way.
Well, thank you for damaging that Titan 100%. Let me come in here and hit it once and get credit for the kill. That'd be an interesting mechanic if someone could actually calculate damage dealt to a character and then figured out that you should actually get the kill based off of damage dealt.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be more fair.
We've got a pilot down.
Oh. Well, at least I had Deadman switch on.
The heck?
Man, those quad rockets do not mess around.
I was killed by a Doom Titan. Okay. Wasn't quite sure what was going on
Clear out
there.
whatever's damaged.
How doomish is the Doom Titan?
It's not Victor Von Doom.
Not Victor Von Doom. But he is in a metal coffin shell kind of thing.
That's true. He's a mini Titan.
Pilot reinforcements just landed.
You think he'll show up in the next Fantastic Four movie?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He's like their main nemesis. And I'm pretty sure there is, like, he's been for sure cast. But it's like a very different than the normal
Shield is recharging. Don't let the IMC damage it.
Fantastic Four story.
You mean he'll be like
Sensitive.
sensitive and understanding?
Yeah, I don't know. I got that wall running challenge.
Good job.
Pretty easy with a smart pistol. Requires virtually zero skill. Which is where I'm at, so daily challenge
Pilot
completed.
down. Heads up, team. You're going to be short-handed for a moment.
Oh, sure-handed. What the heck is that? Oh, quad rocket in the face. Thank you, Titan.
Ejecting again. What up, nuclear ejection? Got 4 of them.
Nice.
Count it.
Okay, we're doing a lot better. So far, we haven't lost the shield.
Friendly pilot back in action.
So that's a plus.
Yes, big plus. Jeff Goldblum is in 2 of the 3 movies you'll be showing today,
Recharging. Don't let the IMC
And
Is it
that's not
Jurassic
a
Park?
coincidence.
and Independence Day
He is a relic of the 80s, or of the 90s.
of the 80s.
Yes.
Was he in anything in the 80s?
He was in The Fly.
Well, you can't do any better than
The
this.
original one?
The harvester didn't take you at all.
No.
Nice job.
It is a remake, but it's from the
Pilot,
80s.
Set it up and it'll fire on any inbound
I
threat.
distinctly remember the scene where he barfs on powdered donuts.
You know what? I'm
eat
thinking of Lord of the Flies.
Ah.
Totally different movie.
Indeed.
Call it when ready.
One is about
Spent brass down there, but you got
kids
one more wave to deal with.
on a desert island eating another kid
Got nuke titans.
and trying to get
Wave of the
rescued.
harvester.
The Fly is about a genetic
Mix up.
mix-up.
Was he trying to build a teleporter? Pretty sure that's what he was.
I've actually never seen it.
Oh.
So,
You are. We're not going to watch that, so you're not in for a treat.
dang it. I tried to tell your wife to watch Mortal Kombat,
That is awesome.
and she wouldn't have that. But then my backup, which was suggested by Kevin, was Turtles, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie,
Yes. So good.
which I'm really surprised you guys aren't doing a 4th movie.
Well, we thought about it, but we just didn't have time today. 3 movies is a lot. It's going to be like 8 hours already.
Maybe we can have an encore screening.
There you go. Sure there'll be someone up for that. Screw you, Nuke Titan.
Critical damage. Take
We've got a
cover.
pilot down.
Yeah, my wife and I like to host movie parties because movies are awesome. This is our first time going with a non-series.
That's true. We've done Lord of the Rings, we've done Star Wars, and
Yeah. We've done... Oh, that's not true. We've done some Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Friendly pilot
Movies.
back in.
Yeah.
There are a whole lot of nuke
You did like all the Tony Stark movies.
You've done all the
Iron
Tony
Man.
Stark. You've done all the Sherlock Holmes, which technically aren't movies. They're
Yeah, with Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Yep.
Cumberbatch.
Who my wife finds so attractive, but he's just an ugly British guy. He's still got some charm, for sure, but yeah, goofy looking British guy. No offense to anyone that's British. He is just a goofy looking British
Well,
guy.
half of the people that work at this company are British.
The IMC took out your turret.
And you served a ecclesiastical charity thing, didn't you, in Ireland or something?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Indeed I
Close
did.
enough. They love each other over there.
Not the English.
It's just the Irish.
Yep,
The Irish and the Scots get on great.
they do.
My grandmother,
A lot of overlap.
rest in peace, hated the Irish. And she was Scottish.
That's
which is
cool.
rather amusing. My grandmother-in-law, that is. Because if she had ever met me, she probably would have hated me on sight for being half Irish.
There you go. That's fantastic. What was her prejudice based on?
She was a good Scottish woman of fine upbringing.
Oh, one of the snobby Scottish.
One of the actually super rich, snobby Scottish people.
She must have been from Edinburgh.
I don't remember where their family's from. All I know is that back in the good old days, you know, like 1910, turn of the century, their great-grandfather owned a wool mill. And they got most of the family money from that mill until the 60s hit, when all the synthetic fabrics came into production.
Oh, that sucks.
And then he refused to, like, update the machinery. He also probably refused to get unionized.
There you go.
Jeez, it's just like a torrent of explosions over here. What's the point?
Oh, man. Yep, not doing so hot.
We've got a pilot down.
Come on, get smashed by my Titan.
Oh.
Missed it by a second. No, get off! Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep. If only I had distracted that Titan somehow.
Yep.
It
Should have
would've
timed
dropped
when
on
I
him.
popped my Titan.
Oh well.
All right. So, here you see how awesome we are. Solid 1 star.
Solid 1 star. Okay, going back to our original discussion about like first time movies and first time things.
Yeah.
2 quick stories. Okay, I got a Tinder story and I got a movie story. We'll start with the movie story because
Okay.
we're going to come off of you talking about your 90s party.
Yes.
Okay, so last night I watched a classic movie by George Romero,
Okay.
Night of the Living Dead,
The original.
the original,
1959?
1968.
Okay, yeah.
Close though, very close.
Soup's close.
Gotta say, it was actually really enjoyable.
So I read a little blurb, I can't remember where, of why
Night of the
it was
Living
zombies. Just because they couldn't afford to do makeup for any like fancy movie effects. So he did zombies because it was the cheapest thing.
Dead. Cheapest thing.
That kicked off quite a...
It did. He pretty much I wouldn't say like reinvented. Well, maybe, yeah, I would say reinvented and also kind of like reimagined the zombie movie. Because at that point, horror movies were more of like a grindhouse snuff-ish, pushing the envelope type film. Or they were super, super hokey, or what we would call hokey, right?
Yeah, not a lot of suspense.
Right.
Aside
So
from the Hitchcock.
very much like Hitchcock or Edgar Allan Poe, the visualized movies of Edgar Allan Poe, if you've seen those from the 60s. So that type of horror dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot down. Heads up, team. You're gonna be shorthanded.
So what he did on a low budget and basically just pulling everyone from his family to his,
Protected.
producers to say, hey, be in our film. He just found anyone and everyone that could be available and cast them.
Yeah, because walking slow and groaning occasionally is
Reinforcements are
pretty much
inbound, team.
anyone could do that.
So he owned his own commercial business on the side while he was filming
Mm-hmm.
and would have his clients be in the movie
Oh, that's cool.
for like a reduced payment or something.
Oh, smart. Oh, suicide specters. Okay. That's
Right.
pretty interesting.
Yeah. So not only did I watch the movie, I also watched the documentary, which I recommend, called Dock of the Dead.
Was it just about his first?
It's
That
just
first one?
about the first movie.
Okay.
And he's like rocking these crazy Coke bottle glasses and looks like the dude from Up. No joke. Like this huge nose and like these massive glasses that take up his entire face.
Does he have a tennis ball walker?
No.
Okay. Well, it's pretty close.
I should probably get those running kills while I'm here.
Does the Suicide Spectre get 77 robot virgins? What would be a robot virgin? Like a toaster?
I think a blender.
A Ninja blender?
Different company, but yes.
Okay.
The harvester
What's
was
the
totally
fanciest blender?
untouched
Is it
that
Ninja
time.
or
Great
Blendtec?
job.
Or Vitamix? Is
Ooh. I think Vitamix is definitely more professional.
You get 77 Vitamixes. Propaganda, Suicide Spectres. Don't believe it.
There's another wave heading your way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so before you get to your next story,
Okay.
We're gonna stay away and
more
lock
on
rockets to
the
harvester. So find
90s
them before they
party.
can do too
My
much
wife and I
damage.
also had the idea to theme the food based off of 90s food. What is 90s food, you ask? Food that you ate in the 90s, if you are old like us.
So are you getting Five Alive?
Yeah, so everyone brings up like their favorite thing, and I don't know half of what people say. Like, I have no idea what Five Alive is. We-
It's a
Go for
juice
it.
drink for poor people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When I was pretty poor in the South, we drank that all the time.
Was it purple drank?
No, it was not. Although I have had purple drank in the South, so
There you go.
people make fun of that,
Clear out whatever's damaged
but I've
yet.
had it.
There you go. No. So, like, food that you ate in the 90s as a kid. So, Capri Sun, Sunny D, Totino pizza rolls,
Mm-hmm.
bagel bites,
Oh.
cheese pizza,
Cheese pizza.
fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
So many
The-
options.
Recharging. Don't let the IMC
There were those weird like cooler drinks, like Zomondos or whatever. Then you put the color changing pill at the top.
Oh, yeah.
I remember those.
90s was all
they were
about, like,
Mondos though, weren't they?
neon color changing crap.
Well, they were coming out of the 80s, right?
Yeah, color changing t-shirts, color changing drinks. It's just a shame that it never got your urine to change colors.
Well, if you take niacin blue, doesn't it turn it blue?
Protect the harvester
Yes.
while the shield recharges.
Also, if you go get an MRI, you will pee neon green or
Really?
yellow. Yeah,
Is that because of the dye they use?
yeah. I work at an eye doctor's, and they use fluorescein, which has a dye component, but it's not enough to change your
For a
pee
moment.
unless you ingest it a lot, I guess.
All right. Okay. So second story
Yes.
about Tinder.
Pilot down.
Tinder, Flinder,
Tinder, Flinder.
Grinder, Grinder.
Grinder.
Shields are down. Clear out the area, pilot.
Maybe I'll try Grinder next after Tinder
Okay.
because it's all about open societies these days, and I don't want to discriminate against anyone.
There you go.
I'm always up for something once.
There you go. I, unlike that, am not for everything once.
Well, you're having a 90s party. That's a
Clear it
first.
out, pilot.
That is a first.
Different than
Different than a gay sex app.
you don't have to have gay sex with them. You could have perfectly
Gay
consensual
companionship?
hangout time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Job, pilot.
Just like on Tinder, you don't have to have sex with the
Got a
people you
turret ready
meet.
to go.
Okay.
Place it
Good to know.
somewhere and it'll do the rest.
Okay, so what's your story?
Titan
Right.
prep for launch. Call it when ready.
So when my wife and I got married, the wonderful app Tinder was not out yet.
Heads up, team. There's a new wave.
You had to
Yes.
hook up the normal way?
We had to hook up the normal way
Oh, man, so old-fashioned.
by writing letters to each other.
Wow.
And our parents actually did this for us, and it was an arranged marriage, like in India.
Wow.
Yeah, so super
What
old
was her
school.
dowry?
Her dowry was 16 cows
Wow.
and 3 chickens, which I never tell people because I'm really embarrassed about only getting 3 chickens.
That's way better than Johnny Lingo.
For those of you that don't know the reference of Johnny Lingo, go online, search for the movie Johnny Lingo, and then watch it. It's like 15 minutes, and
Set it up
you'll
somewhere.
laugh a whole bunch.
Or not, yeah.
Or
It's
not,
that great.
or never do it. You don't have to do anything we tell you to do.
You don't have to sign up for Grindr.
Yeah. Or Tinder, you know? You
Or
don't
Flinder.
actually even have to talk to women or men or whatever. You just do what you want to do.
Don't go off toe-to-toe with a Titan
Oh.
as a pilot.
Right.
On the
And when you
ground.
nuclear eject, make sure it's not under a bridge. Super important fact.
Did you eject into your explosion?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
Right. Tinder. I always get distracted because the game's so engrossing.
It certainly is. It's hard to talk about awesome stuff. 'Cause
I
I'm
don't
already
know
having an
how
awesome
other
time.
people do it. They must use a lot of jump cuts. Okay, so we got on Tinder and we both created profiles just because we were like, okay, we just gotta figure out what this Tinder is about, you know, what all the cool kids are talking about.
Did you have a competition to see who could score
We did.
more?
We
I feel like your wife's at a huge advantage.
yes, she is because she has boobs,
Yep.
and I lack boobs, so of course I'm at a disadvantage.
Well, even if you had boobs, you'd still be at a disadvantage, I feel. Might be potentially a greater disadvantage.
I do kind of have some-ish boobs because I sit at a desk all day.
So,
Right.
signing up for Tinder Flinder.
So we signed up for Tinder, and then we were like, okay, so we're gonna go for 24 hours. Then it became 48 hours to see
Shield is recharged.
who could get the most like swipes or likes or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Well, my wife. Make a long story short, my wife won 3-0.
Wow.
I had one, but the girl didn't ever talk to me.
Dang it.
Now the rules were you could not actually talk to the person. You just could go off of
Purely physical.
pure. Well, the way Tinder works is if you both swipe right, I believe, you get matched up and then can talk to each other, and it tells you that like, oh, you have a match with this person.
Right.
So we just said we wouldn't talk to people, and we didn't. And my wife won after 48 hours. Now all of our married friends thought that that was absolutely terrible, and that we were going to hell and ruining the sanctity of monogamy. But I saw no harm in it. I was just like, this is just kind of funny, and this is what all the kids are doing these days.
Did you have an affair?
No, if
No,
I was
I
on ashleymadison.com, I probably would have.
There you go. There's our sponsor.
I still like Grass. I think it's a much better sponsor.
More family friendly.
Yes. Although it has equally as negative connotations. Because there is the Brown Eyed Girl song mentions rolling around in the grass,
Oh.
which always ends up getting radio edited.
Yeah,
In fact,
because rolling around the grass is dangerous.
you can cut yourself. And bugs live there. I've seen a bug's life.
Clear 'em out, pilot.
You know what that's about.
It's about bugs.
Do you know Bug's Life is like loosely based on Seven Samurai? Akira
I think
Kurosawa.
I've heard that.
Yeah. It makes sense, like once you think about it. These drifters come into town and help save the town. So I have Hulu Plus. I've been trying to watch Seven Samurai, but the only time I have time to do it is at late at night, and so I fall asleep every time. I've seen like the first 30 minutes. It's supposed to be one of the greatest films ever, period. So I feel an obligation to do my part and watch it.
Well, speaking of legendary films you'll never end up watching, or television shows for that matter,
Uh-huh.
did you see that Alan Tudyk?
Tudyk. Yeah.
Alan Tudyk and
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion are coming out with their own comedy, sci-fi
Yeah, spiritual successor.
to Firefly.
Yeah, pretty
But they're
cool.
being super vague on the details, and I haven't actually been to their Indiegogo page, but I've been to all the pages that have commented on it,
Mhm.
and I can't figure out if they're actually going to rip off Firefly like Galaxy Quest was riffing on Star Trek,
Uh-huh.
or if it will just be them like going to cons and the funny things that happen to them because of Firefly. And they just posted the snippet yesterday morning, which is a sample because they hit all their stretch goals, so they filmed a quick 6-minute episode of what it will look like when they have it done.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's Alan sitting on a toilet at like Comic-Con, and he like sneezes or he like answers he answers a phone, and then the fans are like, oh hey, sign my book, and they like start throwing everything underneath the door at him,
That's awesome.
and he's like, I'm pooping, and they're like, sign our books.
That's awesome. It's so weird, like seeing a celebrity in real life versus at a con. Because at a con, it's like the relationship is completely different.
Your turret's been destroyed, but
It's
you've
like
got
they
another
are
one
a
in reserve.
deity.
Deploy it somewhere.
Yes. And you pay them money for autographs,
Yep.
Team, there are a whole lot of nuke titans
which
buried
I
down in the
am
harvester.
morally opposed against on so many levels.
But if you see them in the street, it's very different. They're a person who you know. They don't know you.
I hope those nukes are going to go off.
Heck yeah.
Don't forget, you've got a turret ready to deploy. Set it up whenever you get the chance.
Just got it off. Put it over the bridge.
Okay, what other stories you got?
What other stories do I have?
Yeah.
I'm kind of running out. We've filmed so many back-to-back episodes. I have nothing.
Nothing's news happened.
Nothing news happened.
Well, I got accepted to law school.
Yeah, Brad's gonna leave the company for
Remember,
lawyer.
you've got a turret
Yeah,
available.
so
Just
lame.
place it somewhere and
Sell
get it
out. Oh, I'm out of the Titan weapon.
25%.
Dang it.
It can't take much more damage.
Okay.
Oh, what? I didn't realize he was that close to me.
Down.
Apparently he
Just took
was.
Too much damage that time.
Oh, mercy.
Okay, team, I'm firing up the harbor.
Have we talked about clay fighters?
Okay, your Titan
No, we haven't talked about clay fighters.
Okay, clay fighters is making a return.
It is.
Which, yeah,
I think it's mad, but
yeah. It had a cool art style. But, I don't know. I didn't play the most updated one. I think I played with Super Nintendo ones. But it was pretty
Be careful. We only have
simplistic
2 chances
fighting
left.
game. Wasn't a lot of good mechanics in it.
I'm personally holding out for when Vector Man makes his comeback.
Oh, there you go. But that would depend on Sony making a good, or Sega making a good decision.
Does Sony own the rights to Vector Man? I thought
No,
Sega.
no, yeah, I meant to say Sega.
Yeah. I'm
Sega's-
actually surprised Vector Man hasn't been released on the iOS or Android marketplace stores.
Yeah. I think it would be warmly received. It was pretty cool in its day. Everyone was
The harvester shield's taking some hits.
impressed.
Go take care of it.
Well, this whole time I thought my Titan had the cluster missile. It did not.
Don't
It
let
only
detonate your
had
harvester.
the multiple rocket heads.
Your turret's been
Oh, nuclear ejection.
Sometimes the nuke wave doesn't hit you exactly, so you're like, okay, I'm fine to keep going, and then like the shockwave actually kills you.
friendly
Yeah.
It really pisses me off sometimes.
Yeah, pretty big range.
Oops, satchel charges really kill Titans though. Just found that out.
before it detonates.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep jumping in my stupid Titan with the arc gun.
Don't let the IMC damage it.
Oh.
Bring it down.
We're working on a replacement. I'll get back to you when it's done. Team, there are a whole
Dang
lot
it.
of nuke titans buried down on the harvester.
I should have just have nuked it.
Pilot, you've
Nuked
still
it.
got a turret available.
Oh, there's
Place
a little
it
train
when you're
track up there. I didn't notice that before. It looks like a boat.
Moves.
Weird.
It smells great for killing grunts if you need to catch up on that.
Okay, there's a Titan.
Whoa.
Oh. Once again, I forgot to change my.
Whoa, lots of nuke titans down there. Don't let them get to the harvester.
I'm just gonna sacrifice my Titan.
Yeah, I called the Titan, forgot to go get it, and it killed one nuke Titan.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
freak! Oh, man.
Team. The IMC
Oh,
did too much
what?
damage.
Was
the
that my own
harvester
nuke
guy?
doing that? Probably. Let's see, what other big video game news? Apparently everyone quit IGN. Now that's old news. People know about that stuff. And if they don't, then, you know, they know now. Vassal apparently is stealing a lot of, or is it Vessel? I think it's Vassal, is stealing a lot of YouTube content creators because they're offering more money
Team, there are a whole lot of
I
for
haven't
subs and signups, as well as clicks and likes.
Is it just another video site?
It's another video site, very comparable to YouTube, but their rates are highly competitive.
Huh.
They're just like throwing money at people like crazy.
That's what you gotta do when you get started. Unless you're a YouTube star. Scramble. Just make content. Interesting. Do they have like a specific focus? Like, are they trying to do gaming?
No, they're just trying to get content creators on their site, and then everything else will fall into place afterwards.
Sure. That's
Which
pretty.
I mean, props to them for doing it.
Yeah, pretty bold to go toe to toe with Google.
Well, Vimeo does it.
Yeah, but
I don't think Vimeo does it well.
no. So I watched a movie last night called Near Dark.
How was that? Was it better or worse than Snowpiercer?
Worse. Snowpiercer's pretty good. Really enjoyed that. So Near Dark is Catherine Bigelow's first directing movie.
The wife of Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo, right?
No. James Cameron.
That was kind of close.
But that was an excellent guess.
It was. I just totally guessed that.
Yeah. Superb. Yes. Wife of James Cameron. Ex-wife, I should say. And also a director. She directed Zero Dark 30 and Hurt Locker.
Oh, yes. Very good movies.
Yes.
But this one, not
Near
too
Dark
good.
is not on that caliber. Definitely her first one. It's in the 80s. It's about this like cowboy farmer guy that like screws around with this girl and is like not raping, but
Just loving a little bit too hard.
yeah, just like kind of being aggressive and being a kind of a douche. And so she gets revenge by turning him into a vampire because she is one.
Because why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really understand why she did it. And then she and her band of vampires that roam around the South pick him up, and he like goes around with them. And they try to like make him a vampire, but he doesn't want to kill people.
So he's Edward then.
He doesn't sparkle. They did have some pretty cool.
We are so close on that one.
Yeah.
This is like, I feel like this is a low point.
Yep. Definitely our worst.
Worst gameplay, but high quality content commentary.
There you go.
We've hit everything from pop culture to video games to personal things I never should share on the internet.
Claymation.
Claymation.
Grass.
We've hit drugs, sex, and we haven't talked about the president yet. Okay, but finish your thought about the director, though. So it just wasn't a good movie, huh?
Yeah, so they wanted to make a Western, but Westerns weren't popular, so they made a vampire horror Western comedy.
Isn't that called From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yes. So it was before that. It
But
was...
Dusk Till Dawn did it way better.
Yes, they did.
Another
Yeah, it was
movie
pretty
I've not seen.
disappointing. The effects for them, like going in sunlight and catching on fire, were pretty cool. But other than that, I was not impressed.
Not impressed.
It was a cult classic, though. So maybe there's some of you out there that do adore it.
Well, you know what else is another cult classic? This show. So see us next week. What game are we going to play, Brad?
Not Clay Fighter.
Not Clay Fighter. All right, stay tuned for next week's episode where we will be playing Not Clay Fighter,
Look
the
forward to
prequel to Clay Fighter.
it. Feel free to join the game
Yes.
room before it's cool. So then you can tell your friends.
But then when it gets too cool, leave us and go to another mainstream channel. Go to Vimeo. They got good stuff over there.
There you go.
All right, keep them out.